If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, what happens if you don't eat for a week? What happens during first 2 days? Increasingly hungry, and I felt very weak by Saturday evening. The hardest time to go through. Third day, I went from feeling really weak in the morning to pretty chipper in the afternoon. My body seemed to have understood it wasn't going to get fed anytime soon and had stopped asking. I wasn't hungry anymore. Fourth to seventh day, great physical form. I went to work as normal, and, importantly, worked out every day. When in need to fuel itself from reserves, your body tends to go for the muscle mass first, so you need to work out those muscles to prevent that from happening and sending the message that it's the fat that needs to go. I really wasn't hungry at all at that point, in the physical sense. But I spent all my time thinking about food. Outcome, I physically felt great, and that lasted for quite a while. I lost around 3 to 4 kilograms. I'm a slender man to begin with. I don't think I could lose any more than that without it being unhealthy, which made the results of a week's worth of intense workouts very visible. Part of it I gained back quickly because I resumed eating exactly as I used to do before, but I started working out much more regularly after that, and it continued to show. Your appreciation of food is restored. Even a foodie like me apparently loses some of it. As I learned then, I rarely appreciated food as much as I did the month following this fasting, and I still remember the raw cucumber, cream cheese and smoked salmon I had for lunch 2 or 3 days after breaking the fast as one of the most enjoyable meals I've ever had. The fact that, while not actually hungry, I was still thinking about food all day spurred by creativity on that subject. Much of my free time was spent writing down the myriad of recipe ideas I had, and I've never been so prolific. On the sort of negative/weird side, it took my bowel movements more than a month to go back to normal. Recommendations: if you want to do it properly, lots of fluids, no alcohol, smoking, drugs, etc. Go into it and out of it gradually. Make sure you have someone, a doctor ideally, or someone who does it a lot, following you to give advice. Really listen to your body. Stop immediately if you feel something is not right. Exercise, your body will need it at time, and if you don't, you'll probably not benefit as much of the experience as you could. Choose your moment wisely. You should have time on your hands. Work can be inconvenient if you spend half your day either at the water cooler or in the toilet, and not too many social engagements during and around the fast. Do not think it as a get-out-of-jail card to lose weight. You will. And I actually think it is a great way to start going over to a healthier diet, but you actually have to do that and be consistent afterwards, otherwise you'll gain everything back very quickly, probably with a bonus because your body will think he needs to accumulate bigger reserves for next time.